you. Hello, testing, testing. Hello. The mic seems to be working. Hello. We're back. These are my hands. Hello. Today, we are studying more system design up here. It's kind of half cut off with my hand cam, but it's fine. Let me know if you want to see, well, let me know if you want me to prioritize the book that I'm reading, the visual for it, or the hand cam. From the earlier study stream, people seem more interested in the hand cam. So I guess that's why it's covering the book versus the book covering the hand cam. But yeah, we've been studying System Design Interview, an Insider's Guide by Alex Shu. Vietnam say it's fine? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, we've been studying system design. I'm trying to study for my interviews to try to become a mid-level engineer versus a entry-level engineer. And apparently this is what they test. Actually, I have a job interview coming up. They literally told me that there's going to be a system design part. And I've already passed the lead coding part. I feel kind of screwed for system design, but I'll give it my best shot. Trying my best at it is better than not trying it also. Here we go. We were done with chapter 1 last time. Chapter 1 was basically about like what databases are, what caches are, what load balancers are. Not too bad. Chapter 2 looks like we might be able to actually speedrun past chapter 2 and 3 today. Chapter 2 and 3 don't seem too important. 2 is doing estimates of like how many gigs do we need, for example, for the system that we designed. And then chapter 3 is basically just how to approach system design interviews. And then chapter 4 is where we actually start looking at real system designs like a rate limiter. So, yeah. Again, this is going to be a pretty silent stream. I'm just going to be reading and concentrating most of the time. So feel free to do your own work with me. And then you can see me write my notes, how I structure my notes. This was literally chapter 1. I might not even write notes for chapter 2 and 3 depending on how like useless I think it is. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go past chapter 2, 3 today. Maybe we'll even go to chapter 4 if it's like, if I think that it's too useless, 2 and 3. Chapter 4 is designing a rate limiter server, I guess, or application. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty silent from now on. See you guys later. If you guys put stuff in the chat, I will read it though. And I probably will respond. Piyush Agrawal says, "Yo, what's up?" Oh, hello. I'm doing fine. I'm studying system design. I'm reading, oh, you can probably see part of the title here. System Design Interview and Insider's Guide by Alex Shu. I have a system design interview coming up, and I feel so unprepared, but it's okay. I have like, how many days? A week? Yeah, I have a week to prepare for it, so trying my best. But yeah, what company? I probably can't tell you. It's an AI related company. If I tell you, people might know who I am. Based on the interview date and the exact company. It's not one of the big boys though. It's it's a LLM wrapper company, yeah. And you can't tell which one because there's so many out there. Best of luck, brother. Thank you. I appreciate. Chapter 2 was pretty useless, it feels like, in this book, so I just skipped it. It was all like how to estimate numbers like latency numbers, availability numbers. 1 byte is 8 bits, kilobyte is 1,000, petabytes is roughly quadrillion bytes. Yeah. I think if I really need to, I'll come back to them. I just wrote down latency numbers and availability numbers just so I know that's covered in chapter 2, but I don't feel like it's too important. So that's why I just wrote that. Did you quit LeetCode? No, just for this week. I'll go back to LeetCoding next week. I have a system design interview coming up, so that's why I'm prioritizing that this week. I have read this for system design. Go and check out Educative Grokking for system design. That's good. I've heard of that. Would you recommend it over Alex Shu's book? Wait, isn't Grokking... Is Grokking like a PDF? Or is it that course online? I've seen both. Is Grokking supposed to be a PDF? Or do I have to pay money for the course? Okay, chapter 3 looks like just how to conduct yourself in system design interviews. Let me just read through this. It doesn't feel super important. Attending contests? No, there's no contest for this. This is a real interview that I'm attending. It is so real. Course online I will send you. Check Discord is paid, but I have sent you stored web pages on Discord. Ooh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate. Why did the tiger roar? A hand shot up the back of the class. Yes, Jimmy, the teacher responded. Because he was hungry. Very good, Jimmy. Don't be like Jimmy. Moral of the story, don't answer the question too quickly. Think deeply and ask questions to clarify requirements. Okay. Propose high-level design and get buy-in. Okay, yeah. As expected, this chapter it felt okay to skim this chapter. It's just what will happen in a system design interview. Basically, you gotta clarify what the actual question is, what the desired requirements are before trying to even solve it. Apparently you should spend 10 minutes clarifying what you should actually code. Okay. Yay, we're on chapter 4. Actually designing stuff. Like a rate limiter. Tries you done with, or will you practice more of it? Oh. Wait, I can actually talk about that a lot. Silo says, hey, yo. Hello. Hey, Silo. How you doing? Yeah, that message took me a minute. Tries you done with, or you practice more with it? I'll probably practice more of it when I get to that section in the blind 75 list. Yeah, I was practicing tries a lot the other day, or the past 2 weeks, right? There was a reason for that. So yeah, I was interviewing for a job, right? It's actually the same one that I'm studying for right now. I passed the lead coding part of the interview. I'm moving on to the system design interview. I was given because I know I have a buddy who works at that company. I was given a tip that the first lead coding round will be a try problem. Well, he didn't exactly say that. He said that it will be a search engine problem, like designing a search engine, making rankings, and deciding what the best sort of results to auto-populate are. So then I was like, oh, that sounds like a try problem. So then for 2 weeks straight, I just did nothing but try problems. And it was actually worth it because I learned so much about tries. If I got a try problem, I would definitely struggle on it. Anyways, so I practiced tries for 2 weeks. I think I got okay at it. And then on the day of the lead coding interview, they gave me the problem and it was like, search engine problem, right? Rankings. And then immediately I was like, yes, I got this. You do tries, right? And then the interview was like, no. We don't want you to do tries. Apparently they wanted me to implement search engine rankings through, we ended up doing just like an iterative method. We literally iterated through every single past search result and then computed a search ranking score using weighted magnitudes. That was the question. It turned out to be way simpler than tries. I didn't even need to. Yeah, my preparation was like overkill for that interview. But hey, I'll take it. I passed that round. When I proposed tries at first and they shot it down, internally I was panicking. I was like, no, this isn't a try problem. This isn't a try problem. No, I'm so screwed. Because in my head it was like, okay, if it's not a try, I have no clue how to solve this problem efficiently, that is. How the frick do you do this? And then they just told me that I can just do an iterative method. The juicy part of the problem was figuring out how to compute the scores of the search engine rankings. I didn't actually have to implement a try. And they gave me a built-in function to compute like how closely a word matches a typed in prefix, you know, with like cushion for typos. So basically they already implemented the try part for me. I didn't need to do that. Yeah. So yeah, past 2 weeks I over prepared for that interview, but thankfully I passed it, which was a huge win for me, by the way, because it's been a while since I passed any interview round. So I will take it. Yeah. It's like a bittersweet win. I definitely over prepared, but at the same time it's one of the first interview rounds I've passed in a long time. Yeah, I had another interview before this one that I'm studying for. It didn't go too well. I got like 4 LeetCode problems and I just fumbled it. They asked me like, oh, what did they ask me? They asked me LRU cache and I totally forgot how it was done. They had to like literally tell me, hey, you gotta use, what was it? Bidirectional linked list with 2 pointers at the start and end. Yeah, I totally forgot how it was done, so kind of screwed myself there. They gave me like some other LeetCode problem too, I forgot, but yeah, didn't do too well on it. So this past interview was the first one I passed in a long time. Very happy about. Hopefully I don't fumble this. Just do from Func Tools import LRU cache. Oh my gosh, imagine if I actually did that. They were expecting me to whiteboard the solution too. Imagine if I just wrote at LRU cache, yay, we're done. But yeah, I'm trying to give this coming interview my best shot. Okay, chapter 4 is designing a rate limiter. Okay, yeah, this is the part where I'm gonna be more quiet. I'm just gonna read a lot. So feel free to do work with me. Priyu says you're currently working somewhere or studying only? Oh, I'm currently working. I have a entry-level job at a startup, and I'm trying to get a more mid-level job. Yeah. I was reading ANN research paper on one of my streams. Ooh, what the heck is ANN? I don't know what that is. Artificial neural network. Ooh. Sounds pretty, what is it? Pretty cutting edge. Chandu says, hi, how is it going? It's going good. I'm studying for a system design interview. I literally have an interview in 7 days. I have not studied much system design, so that's what I'm doing now. System design? Yes, system design studying. Build LLM? No, not LLM. We're reading about designing a rate limiter currently. Piyush says, I keep forgetting my solve LeetCode problems. What do you do to battle that? Oh, it's a good question. I write myself a cheat sheet of past problems I've done. Like, this chunker right here is literally 2-sum. So to review, I kind of use this as a flashcard. I just cover up the answer, read the problem, and then think of the solution. Silas says, oh, hold up, you live on Twitch too. Yeah. I dual stream all the time, but clearly my YouTube chat is way more active than Twitch. I'm more of a YouTube person too, so makes sense. You do this for all problems? Yeah. Well, I started this really recently, by the way, so I don't have too much written down right now. So basically all the problems I've done in the blind 75 list so far. And then I just review by like covering up the answers and then go line by line like that. You know? Yeah. You got affiliate on Twitch. Hey, congratulations. Wait, that's huge. You can earn money on Twitch now. Let's go. Okay, back to this text. Do we need to inform users who are throttled? Yes. Do we like email them or something? You've been throttled. Haha. Or just inform them via like API result maybe. Yeah, I got 37 cents. Ooh. What are you gonna do with the 37 cents? LLM credits? Can you buy candy at that price in India? Probably, right? Save it for the next Chet tank. What's the Chet tank? Oh, the Shark Tank? I haven't done that in a while. I've been busy with personal stuff like preparing for interviews. Do you watch Necode? Sometimes. Oh my gosh, have you seen his "Some People Should Just Give Up" video? It was so like, what the frick was that video? He's basically just, for those of you who haven't watched, Necode recently put out a video where he was basically calling some of his viewers dumb because they asked stupid questions in his comments, and he was like, you could have figured this out yourself. I'm not gonna handhold everything for you. If you aren't willing to put the effort, maybe y'all should just give up. It was so cold. And to be honest, I looked at that comment that he was talking about, and I didn't know the answer to that question either. So I felt called out. I don't know, I feel like not every question, it depends on what a stupid question is, right? For some people, something is a stupid question. For some people, it's not. I feel like Nico is just getting too smart. Like, stuff that is easy for him is not easy to us. He did make a follow-up video though, kind of walking back on what he said. I think it's so funny. Yeah, very surprising video from him. Wait, have any of you guys seen Nico's video telling people to give up? What were your reactions to it? Silas says if you can't explain it, then you don't understand it well enough. Someone famous. So start explaining. You're asking me to explain something as I'm reading it? Well, I don't understand it. I don't understand enough to explain it. I'm learning it right now. Or is this about neat code? Yeah, I'm probably gonna be pretty silent this stream because I'm concentrating on reading stuff. Now about this paper. Oh, well, we're basically learning how to design rate limiters. Like, for example, if a user can only make 3 requests per second, how do we design a server or server feature that enforces this limit? Apparently these are all the type of rate limiting algorithms you can do, and that's what I'm currently reading. Apparently there's 2 types of rate limiting. One is you build the rate limiting feature directly into your backend API servers, and one is you put a cluster of servers in between your backend servers and your client, and this cluster of servers, or maybe it's just one server, enforces the rate limiting. Yeah. And there's third-party cloud services that implement this out of the box. I don't think that's a legit answer for a system design question though. They'll probably ask you for a particular algorithm, like one of these. I've sent grokking to you on Discord. Ooh, thank you. I'll have this stream in background while I code. Alright. Chet studying before GTA 6. Hey Fortuner, hello. How you doing? I mean, is it really surprising to see me study? I'm a leak coding channel, primarily. Surely I'm gonna do some studying. You're doing good, let's go. Indians assemble. Dramatic Avengers song. That's actually pretty fitting. Is everybody here from India? Sala's from India, Fortune is from India. I'm gonna assume from the name alone that Piyush Agarwal is from India too. It will be hilarious if you're from any other country. Oh, Piyush is Chinese, what? Sorry, that is my alarm. We can see your phone, by the way. Yeah, I know. It's right there. That's what I use for facial tracking. I actually intentionally cropped the top of this video down so you can't see too much of it. Thanks, Fortuner. Interesting. I actually implemented this in a previous system design interview before. The the token bucket algorithm. Basically, apparently, for every single thing you're about to throttle, you have this little bucket of tokens. Let's say your throttle limit is 4 requests per second, right? So you would have 4 tokens in the bucket, and then every time a request comes in. Well, first of all, you have 4. Your throttle limit is 4 requests per second, right? So you would start off with 4 tokens in the bucket, and then every second you would add back the 4 tokens. And then every time you have a request, you minus 1 token. Yeah. And then if you have no more tokens, that means you cannot make the request. Yeah. I think I implemented this in a old system design interview. I may have done some gaslighting towards the interviewer. I don't think he knew what the algorithm was either. I kept saying token bucket algorithm, and then after the interview, I think I noticed that in hindsight I didn't implement it correctly. Like there were definitely some potential issues in my algorithm, but I just kept saying token bucket algorithm like I knew what I was doing, and then the interviewer never heard of it either. So then he probably thought that I knew what I was doing, even though I didn't. I just kept going, have you heard of the token bucket algorithm? Surely you heard of it, right? Well, I didn't phrase it like that, but I just name dropped the algorithm, so it seemed like I knew what I was doing. You from Beijing or what city? No, not from Beijing. I'm from, well, I was born and raised in USA. My parents are from Taiwan though. The land that invented boba. Okay, the first two buffer or rate limiting algorithms seem not too bad. The second one is you literally have a queue with a... Wait, what's the size of the queue? Is it the max number of... For example, if you're 4 requests per second, is it just size 4? bucket size is equal to the queue size. I'm not sure actually. Maybe the queue size is adjustable. But anyways, you have a queue. Every time you have a request, you put it into the queue. And then you have some process that processes the request in the queue at your given throttle limit. So if your throttle limit is 4 requests per second, then you would process and pop requests from the queue at 4 requests per second. Yeah, and then if you can't fit any more stuff into the queue, you just drop the request. Don't even try putting it into the queue. I see, yeah, bucket size is configurable. And then outflow rate is your throttle limit basically. I see. Fixed window counter algorithm. Is it worthwhile to learn every single algorithm? I feel like if they ask me to design a rate limiter, I just need to know like at least one of these algorithms, right? Maybe. Piyush says, what your 3 to 4 strong / favorite DSA topics? Oh, I actually kind of like dynamic programming when I know how to solve the problem. Dynamic programming can be fun when you know what to do. I would say maybe arrays too. And then more recently tries. I think I'm starting to get the hang of tries. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm super strong at it though. I just like doing it. Yeah, honestly, I like recursion problems and dynamic programming. Arrays just because usually it's easier than other data structure types. And then most recently, because maybe recency bias, tries. Silo's like, no. Let me find a gun. No. Is it dynamic programming? Yeah, token bucket algorithm for the win. I remember this passed me an interview once, just because I kept name dropping it, and the interviewer was none the wiser, even though I probably implemented it incorrectly. Oh, Salo's still working on your Discord bot? The goddamn voice modules are outdated. Cool, yeah. Token bucket algorithm is pretty simple. Literally just need 3 lines of notes to summarize what it does. You basically, for every single thing you want to throttle, have a bucket and add tokens to it regularly. The rate of adding tokens being your throttle limit. For example, if you want to throttle to 4 requests per second, you add 4 tokens every second. Max 4 tokens. For every request, you minus a token, and then if you have no tokens, you drop the call. And then you keep checking the corresponding token per request. That's simple, I like it. I don't think I'm gonna... I feel like there's kind of no use in memorizing every single rate limiting algorithm, right? If I get this question, I just need to know one of them. So I'm probably just gonna take notes on the leaking bucket algorithm, and then the rest of them I just skim. What are the chances that I get a rate limiting problem and then I propose token bucket and then they reject the proposal? So maybe I'll just remember two algorithms from this. Leaking bucket. Do any of you guys have a leaking bucket? Salo says, yeah. Oh no, you have a leaking bucket? You should go get it checked. No, that's for me working on my bot. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, so leaking bucket algorithm is pretty simple too. You can like get the point across in 2 lines. So all of your requests go into a queue or your bucket. Every time you, well, yeah, all your requests go into a queue. You have a, I guess, consumer server or process that pops and processes the request at a fixed rate, i.e. your throttle limit. If your throttle limit is 4 requests per second, you would pop and process the request from the queue at 4 times per second. And then if your queue is full, you would just drop the request. Yeah, pretty simple. I like how you can summarize most of these algorithms in like 3 or 2 lines. And then I'm just going to skim the rest of these algorithms. I don't think I need to memorize 5 algorithms for rate limiting. Wow, sliding window algorithm. Sounds like a LeetCode contest. I mean, problem. Hmm. Okay, architecture seems pretty simple. We have maybe like a server that sits in between the client and the actual API servers. You would store all your counters in a Redis cache. Yeah, I guess my question is, so this middleware, let's take the token bucket algorithm, right? This would be responsible for checking how many tokens the specific throttle has left, right? The specific user, or whatever we're throttling that user by. Is this also responsible for incrementing the, like we said that we're supposed to increment the tokens in the buckets regularly, right? Is this supposed to be responsible for that too? That seems a bit too much for just one server, right, or one process. Maybe we can have like another server that whose main job is to just increment all the counts. And then meanwhile, you could also have a message queue where you put like requests that have been dropped, and then maybe you have a process that every several seconds maybe retries them in the rate limiter. Yeah. Bruzilla says, hey hello Bruzilla, how you doing? Are you the guy with the medical website? The green website? Or is that someone else? I'm doing great. How are you? I'm doing good too. I'm currently studying system design because I have upcoming interviews coming up. Yes, you are that guy. Hey, I remember you. How's that going? How is iris detection going? You have strong memory? No, not really. When you're a small VTuber like me, it's, I guess, easier to remember people. In some way, can I share a Notion link so you can view that, so you can see my progress? Are you able to put in chat? I'm going back to the token bucket algorithm here. It seems really inefficient to have a process run every second to fill up the tokens, doesn't it? Do we just, like, every time we make a request, we automatically also calculate how much tokens is left in here? Maybe they call this, like, after 2 seconds, so we're like, oh, we should add 8 tokens back in. Maybe that's it, right? That sounds more reasonable. Chat will blacklist links. Oh. Really? You sent me your website before, no? Okay, so you have your rate limiter middleware that interacts with the Redis cache that stores all your bucket counts, your rules, your cache config for every single customer is stored in some sort of database, huh? What are these workers? Are these the different servers that represent the database, that front the database? And then you have a cache that fronts the database too. Now I try to send you. Oh, I definitely didn't get it. Pranian.cam. What does that mean? Oh. Oh, actually, I don't want to stray too much from my studying right now. I do have a Discord that's in the description of this stream. You can join the Discord and find me on Discord, you know? Yeah, join the Discord. I have a Discord who is moderated by a very nice Marisa. Jix Nebula says, hi chat. Hello, hi Jix, how you doing? Jix says, good, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm currently studying for, I have an upcoming system design interview. I'm gonna give it my best shot though. I don't have much experience with system design, so here I am, yay, writing notes. I see, so these workers are for pulling rules from the disk and storing them in the cache. Interesting. They're not like replicas or shards of the database, okay? Bruzilla says you are a left-handy. Yeah, I am left-handed. Check the PDF later when you're free. Sure. Okay, so this is getting kind of complicated, this graph. Basically, we have a client. We have our middleware that is the main implementation of the rate limiter. We have a Redis cache that stores all the buckets in our main rate limiting algorithm. And then we have a database that stores all of our rate limiting rules, like the actual numbers per user, per function that they can call, I guess. We have some workers that update the cache regularly with the most up-to-date limit values. So I guess every time we update the buckets, we can consult our cache to be like, okay, what's the actual rate limit for this specific customer for this specific action? And then we can have an optional queue for dropped requests. I wonder if we'll have a additional process that regularly reads from this queue and then send the request back to the middleware. Maybe. Or maybe the middleware just... Can the middleware just regularly do this too? I'm not sure. The middleware seems like a API response thing. You know, get a request, process a request. It can't really do stuff regularly, right? Maybe it'll be a separate service that handles the queued requests. Yeah, maybe. To signify this is a DB, I made a cylinder. Everything else is just a square. Alright. Okay, so this is like forward the request to the middleware in the, what's it called, data center that's closest to the user. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I'm thinking more about how to actually implement the token bucket algorithm with just one middleware. I don't think we need another server just for adding new tokens into the bucket, right? We can actually calculate based on the timestamp, like how many tokens should be here. So every time the middleware calls, like every time the middleware gets a request and then minuses a token from the Redis bucket, we can also calculate like, okay, like, wait, actually, like, okay, 2 seconds has passed, that means we add another round of tokens into the buckets maybe, and then we minus our 1 token. But how do we know we haven't added the tokens already? Hold on. I'm confused. I think it's time to ask our best friend ChatGPT for rate limiting system design implementation for the token bucket algorithm. How do we add tokens regularly into the Redis buckets? This can be done with a scheduled task. I see. It's another scheduled task, huh? Like a Kubernetes job. And then Redis is an increment by command. Okay. Can this be done with cron job? Okay. Yeah. So it's another job, huh? Cool. I think I have a grasp on this now. Something I might get asked in an interview is how do we scale this up? Maybe for the middleware we'll have just multiple servers. Maybe we'll front it with a, what's it called? Totally forgot what it's called. What's that thing that distributes stuff to, oh, it's a load balancer. Maybe we'll front the middleware with the load balancer and just have a lot of servers here that get requests. Servers here could be fronted with a load balancer too. Queue here could be too. The rules here, I guess just one database, huh? We could also replicate it and shard it. Workers, we could also... Ooh, how do they not conflict with each other though? Maybe these workers will be sort of sharded in a way. Like each, maybe worker 1 will take care of entries with ID 0 through 100 or maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe. Depends on how many workers, huh? Rules cache. We could shard this too, right? Wait, what am I talking about? Rules cache. You could have multiple caches, right? Think so. Redis buckets. We could kind of shard this too, right? Based on the whatever the key is. Maybe like if there's two Redis buckets, sorry, if there's two Redis servers, all users A through M will go to one server, M through Z will go to another server. Yeah, and then we would have one token adder for each two. And the queue, maybe we can kind of shard this to all users A through M, one queue, M through Z, another queue. I see. Okay, I think I have a grasp on this. And then this is the wrap up. Cool, consistent hashing. Nice. We got through 3 chapters today. This is literally 3 chapters. 2 and 3 which felt just kind of skimmable. 4 was more useful. Yeah. Okay. It's almost 1 a.m. my time. I'm gonna go to sleep. Thanks to everyone who came. I think a couple people sent me stuff for me to look at Discord. I'll look at them later. Maybe in the morning when I go to sleep or when I wake up from sleep. I am done. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. I'm gonna leave now. Thank you. Bye. See you guys next time. Dang, we've been studying for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I probably would not be able to do this without streaming. I would just study for 15 minutes and then start watching YouTube. I have no self-control unless someone is watching me. So, thank you for watching me.